Hi everyone, this is gonna be the review of Book 2 of Avatar The Last Airbender and also the second game of Avatar The Last Airbender, Burning Earth. So hmm, let's begin with the game. I think everyone wants to know about the series, so we're gonna be quick and finish this because really don't have any much thing to say. The Burning Earth game is um, better than the first one in terms of gameplay, but is worse in terms of story. So, what is the differences? In terms of gameplay, we can do much more because in the first game we can only go using airbending with Aang, and now he can also use waterbend. We can also active the avatar state better than it was in the first game that was in only the final battle and like the last part. We also have way more characters to play with, which is always nice to do. But in terms of story, the first game brings us a new story original, which I know is not canon, but it was good. I think they could go far, but they didn't. And I'm not gonna talk about that because I already made a video about that, so yeah. Now, in the second game, they try to do uh, close to the show with some changes. For example, in the Swamp episode, they decide to make Fire Nation invade the swamp, and then we had to fight them. Um, when we go to Omashu to save Bumi, the father of Mei is a boss, and he can firebender. He can firebending, which is something that I still do not see. At least they do not show in the episode. Maybe he gonna go back in the last season and we're gonna see. Maybe, but in that episode he did not did anything like that. Um, Also, it has some difference into the final. They finish the game on the drill episode, and also they defeat Longfen before the drill comes, which is interesting. Um, I like the idea of changing the story. I know that most people don't like it. They had to be exactly like the show. And I say, if they are exactly like the show, I will not play the game. That's stupid. So I like the idea, but it fell short too much. Oh, also, Jet helped Katara in the swamp. So yeah, you can see I like the story how they go, but it don't have much content, which is the same problem for the first one. But with the first one, because it was an original story, we did not notice that much. And this is because they tried to go closer to the show. We can see how much depth is missed. I mean, it's a game that cannot have the same depth than than a show. I'm not saying that every game cannot be. I know a lot of games that can do that, but Avatar specifically, it's really hard to compare with a game that is not like that do not have a lot of content that is gigantic. You would have to be a gigantic game to be able to do something close or better than the show, which of course is not the case with this game. So I, I want to give a good positive way about this game because if someone watching this video and say I played this game when I was a child and I like it, I can see that. It's a fun game. I think it's as a gameplay is better than the first one, as I said before. But yeah, the good thing I see, they basically recreate that scene when Aang destroyed the drill. So um, even if the graphics is not that good comparing with the show or with anything really. Um, but is I have to give prompts to that. Now let's talk about the second book, which is the important thing for most of you. Um, we receive a new character, which is Toph, which is amazing. Uh, receive more character development for Zuko, which also is amazing, even if he's really stupid. Um, we get more depth on characters like Iroh and even a little bit of Aang. Sokka and Katara were kinda in the background for most part of the season compared what we happened with the first one, but it's still we can see how important they are, and that's good. Uh, I would not expect that the show would give the same attention that they receive in the first one to the second one with more characters, and it would be hard. We have amazing episodes. Like I go back and see the first season episodes like the storm, it's amazing. The blue spirit is so good. But we go back and but now I go and see Zuko alone, and that's did not have comparison with anything. It's beyond everything that season one did. Also, in my opinion, season two also has worse episodes than season one. Because in season one we have the divide that was yeah, but it was not bad. We have Battle, which was a terrible episode in many ways. But in season two we have some episodes that are like what I'm watching. This is not Avatar, The Last Airbender. And this is not a thing that I for me that I feel when I watch any episode of season one. Episodes like Avatar Day is just weird. And I know that some of you will say, wow, what? Avatar Day is so amazing. It's when Kyoshi appeared for the first time. It's when, um, uh, yeah, 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 it is. Like, we have good things in the episode. Kyoshi appearing, telling us the background of the backstory of the Earth Kingdom at her time, but everything is so ridiculous, and it may be because of me, because I don't usually like silly episodes, or it's not that I don't like silly episodes. I have to explain that because some people may misunderstand. When we have, for example, one good example is Sokka. When you have a character that is not silly be passing as silly, it's strange. It's not funny. It may be funny for some people, but it's not for me. So Sokka is silly. Yes, he is, but not at that level. It was almost a characterization really bad. If you say to me that this was a fan-made episode, I would believe because yeah, it's not like that. And everyone was so ridiculous in that episode. We have good scenes. Again, yes, we have. I love the backstory. Um, the guy with the justice pun, just us, was funny. That's the only part that was funny in that episode. The whole episode. So it's different when a character is really silly. Like if Sokka was just like that, the whole series, that episode I would say Sokka was the best character because it was exactly like the same thing. He is just like that. And I may even think that he was funny, but he's not like that. And it looks forced. It looks wrong and looks bad. Okay? Um but again, season 2 was also when we find Tofi for the first time, the badass. super badass. We also was the season that the voice actor of Iroh died. I was reading the comments and people were saying that the voice actor did the season and then died. So the thing is, when I was watching um, the Tales of Ba Sing Se, I noticed that the voice of Iroh was different in one or two scenes. So I'm guessing that that scene was not him. But some episodes later, it was back. So I'm guessing that he did almost everything, but not everything, because that scene, it was not him. Or at the very least, he just did not use the voice that he usually uses. So I'm guessing that would be the new voice. I have to wait to season finale to see. The season finale. Wait, the last season to see. Um, I think in general, because that was one of the things that was when I was watching, I was saying, well, season two is not that good comparing to season one. Yeah, I changed my mind. I think, as I say, season two overall it's way better. Most of the second half of season two is just overall better than everything that happened in season one, with some exceptions. Like the drill was impressive, but when I go back to watch again, was like, what the hell I watched? So most of episodes are better than the whole season one. We have episodes that are terrible, yeah, we have, but it's more like a personal opinion than a quality critic. Well, maybe I could make a quality critic, but it would not be that bad about the worst episodes. No, it's still really good. The thing is, I was saying, even the Avatar Day, which for me is the worst episode ever, is still a really good episode when we compare with, I don't know, other shows. The thing is, when you look and see, like, it's the same show that did Zuko alone, that did, like, that did Blue Spirit and did that thing, you say, like, it's not the same show. Um, oh yeah, and we also have Azula, which is amazing good villain. I still hope that we're gonna see someone that could be a stepping stone for her, like someone good, because she did not have any rival. And I'm not saying about power, which kind of she is really powerful, but like I'm saying about her ability to manipulate people. She did not have rival. People are just stupid. It's not that she is really smart. I'm not saying that she's not, but she did not have rivals. Zuko, she just make this, and Zuko say do whatever she wants. Long Fang is not a player. You see, that's kind of sad. Um, and I hope in the last season we're gonna see Ozai, because I gonna say this, okay? When we gonna see Ozai for the first time, which we did not see yet, he has to be the most amazing thing ever, because this show is teasing us with his face since episode 1, and he has so much good opportunity to show us, like when he was in the Agni Kai against Zuko, when he was in the Kuro, when he officially became the Fire Lord. Anytime that episode, whatever. When What? No, wait. When Roku was talking about um Ozai and also what his name, Sozin, we have so much time and we still do not see him. Look, it has to be something impressive. Otherwise, I will be really disappointed with the show. Because Ozai looks like he has to be the final boss of this thing. Unless something really changed and he became Azula or even Zuko. We don't know almost anything about him for his perspective, which is really sad. And we still do not see his face. So yeah, I'm hoping to something really badass has to be superior to everything that I said. That could be an amazing first time seeing him. I think it's gonna be really hard to do. Just saying. But anyway, this is gonna be the end of the review. I see you guys in the last book of Avatar, The Last Airbender. Bye.